everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Cricket from Cricket's Decor, and today I want to show you how to do a deco mesh wreath, a Valentine's Day deco mesh wreath with a Dollar Tree frame. And we're going to make it a little budget friendly and use one roll of mesh. That's it, a 10-inch roll of mesh, and this cute little kissing booth sign. We're going to use two 2.5-inch ribbon and two 1.5-inch ribbon, and I will link all the products in the description box, so stick around and let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to start off with 18 ties, 18 pipe cleaners, and we're going to do 10 on the bottom and 8 on the top. So I'm going to wire the inside first. We're just going to pick a crossbar here and go directly across here. And then we're going to do right straight across, evenly this way. Straight across over here. We're going to go right on the crossbars, using the two top crossbars there. Not crossbars, but the bars. Two inner bars. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go directly in the middle of these two here. And then go straight across from that one. And then we're going to turn it again, and you're going to go directly in the middle of these two here, giving us 8 ties on the top. Okay, let's push all those down. And then we're going to start on the bottom. I just kind of pick a crossbar here. And I kind of measure like 3 to 4 inches. I would say 4 inches. We want to end up with 10. And you go on the bottom 2 bars on the outside. You might have to adjust them a little. In the end, I don't really have a specific way of doing this. This just kind of seems to work out in the end, where it's nice and evenly spaced. Last one. So I did every 4 inches about. Okay, so now we have 10 on the outside and 8 on the inside. So we're going to put that aside. And this mesh came from Joann's during Christmas. And it's always great to have extra that you can use your Christmas mesh for Valentine's and 4th of July and all that good stuff. So first I'm going to cut 20 pieces at 10 inches. Get my rotary cutter. Okay, so we have 20 pieces at 10 inches. And then we're going to cut the remainder. We need 8 for the top, and I'm going to do 18 inches for the top. And we need 8 of those. You could probably cut it a little longer. It looks like I had a little bit of mesh left still. But I wanted to make sure we had enough, so I cut them about 18. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make little curls, and they're gonna go on the bottom. And you don't want them really tight. You want them so that, you know, they fill out the wreath. So we're gonna do like burrito sizes, and we're gonna do 2 in each one. And you're just gonna roll them in. And you're going to cross them over each other, give it a pinch, and we're going to lay it right down in a zip tie. Give it a couple twists, and there we go. And we're just going to do that all the way around the bottom. You want to keep it nice and full. You don't want them too tight. I'm literally just grabbing it in the middle and crisscrossing it. Okay, so now we're going to use the other pieces. Let me fix this. That we cut at 18 inches. And we're going to do cruffles. So you're just going to roll this in a couple times, like 2 times. Turn it around and do it again. And then just take your fingers and walk it up. And now we're going to work on the top. And you see how the mesh curls up? That's how we don't want it down, we want it up like this. So it curls. Ties down here. usually cut the bigger pieces last because they have like a tighter curl to them and I want the outside more fluffy. So I cut those pieces first and use those on the outside and use the more tighter curled ones, I guess you could say, on the inside. But that's just my preference. You can do however you want. I'm just going to continue to go around the top. A couple more to go. Just give it a couple twists because we're going to put ribbon down in there too. So two more to go. Actually, that was the last one. All right. Did I miss one? Nope. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of fluffy, budget friendly. And then I'm going to take the string off of this. Here, I'm going to take my price tag off, or my sticker here that's got where I got it from and how much it was. When I buy supplies, I write on everything where I got it and how much it costs, so I know how to price my wreaths. And for when I do videos and lives, when people ask where I got my supplies from, I'm able to tell them. Okay. So I'm going to use two cable mounts for this. And these, you can find these in my Amazon storefront. They're 1-inch cable tie mounts. And I take the sticky part off too. I don't use it, so that way my super glue sticks better to the actual plastic piece here, and there's no chance of, like, say the sticky part sticking to the metal and then the other piece coming off. But again, that's my personal preference. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. So I peel the whole thing off. A lot of other places sell these cable tie mounts too. I think Deco Exchange sells them. But I get mine from Amazon. And I use super glue. And hot glue, which I didn't turn on. Let's turn my hot glue gun on. So just a little tiny bit of super glue. Hold it down, and I use Loctite. It's my favorite super glue. I get it at Walmart, but I am sure any super glue will do. I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute because I have to wait for my hot glue gun to heat up. So I'm gonna put that aside. Okay, so the ribbons. I'm using two 2.5-inch ribbons and two solid 1.5-inch ribbons. And I cut my ribbon tails at 13 inches. That's my preference. Again, you can do 12, you can do 14, whatever you want to do. And I have this acrylic ribbon tail board that I got off of Etsy. She sells them in 12, 13, 14, I think she may even sell different sizes as well. She does sell a pack of them, or you can buy them individual. And I'll link her in the description as well. I think I'm only going to cut 7 for right now, because I plan on making 2 bows for this, so there'll be normally you would do 9 of each. You're going to need 9 of each of these because there's 18 ties. But we're going to put the sign on, and then I'm going to have 2 bows, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put ribbon tails in those spots. And I don't want to waste ribbon, so for now I'm only cutting 7. And then I just fold the edges up towards the other edge, fold the edges together like that, and I cut up towards the folded edge to give me a dovetail. And the same with this one. See if my hot glue gun is heated up. Go ahead, and this is just for, it's not. Nope, not yet. A little bit longer. I'll keep cutting ribbon tails then. And if we need to cut more, we'll cut more, but for now, like I said, I'm only cutting 7. I'd rather cut not enough than too many and end up wasting the ribbon. Again, I'm just dovetailing the ends. just kind of pull them all together and make sure they're all lined up here, and then fold them over. Same thing with these. You can cut them at an angle or dovetail them, whatever you like to do, your preference. Got one more. These are 50-yard rolls, by the way, but I will link them in the description. At least we got that out of the way. So if you guys like this video and you want to see more tutorials, let me know what kind of tutorials you'd like to see. Leave me a comment. I'd also appreciate it if you liked the video. Share it, save it, subscribe to my channel. That would really help me out a lot. Okay, let's get back to the sign. And I'm just going to put a little bit of super glue, hot glue, around this, just to give it a little bit of extra. Not much, but it helps, right? And then we'll grab 2 more pipe cleaners. Let that dry a second while I'm doing that. I usually take my ribbon and make like little packets. So I just take them, put the 1.5 on top of the 2.5 and just fold it over. with this one. Just kind of alternate back and forth. And it helps you find the center of your ribbon for when you go to put it in your wreath. And you don't have to do this step, but a lot of times when I'm making wreaths, I'm live or doing videos, so I kind of lose my place sometimes, so this kind of helps me keep them in order. Just makes it a little easier. For me, anyway. So now our hot glue is probably dry. Let me go ahead and put the pipe cleaners in, and we'll get the sign on. I'm just going to give that a twist. And same with that. Let's get our sign on somewhere. I think I'm going to put it right in the middle. So I want to do 2 bows. So I find my little needle. I use this little plastic needle to get through the mesh, if need be. Like, I just go straight through the mesh. So that way you're not moving anything. And it goes right through, doesn't cause any harm to the mesh or anything like that. And I'm going to just twist it around the metal frame. And we're going to do the same on this side. And just making sure it's even. And I'm kind of feeling underneath where the metal bars are. Because I want them to wrap around like 2 of the bars. So like this one, I'm just going to bring underneath here. I'll just twist that a couple times and we'll snip them off later. So there we go. And I'm going to bring all my ties out, because we want to be able to put ribbon in there. Ugh, it just keeps sticking to me. Oh, I did skip one. See what happens? I knew I did. I thought I cut the right amount. Yeah, it did. Wow. There we go. other ties out so we can put our ribbon tail in there. Got one more here. There we go. And I think the first thing I want to do is put the bows on. So let's make a couple bows. I'm going to do a couple, what I call pinwheel or spider bows. I don't know the technical name for them. But we're going to do a 6-inch tail. And there we go, 6 inches. And I just lay it down in here. And then you're going to twist the ribbon because you want the ugly side up. And we're going to do a 6-inch loop. And lay it down and twist again. And another 6-inch loop. And we're going to do another 6-inch tail. And dovetail them. So we're going to have our loops going opposite each other. And our tail is going opposite each other. All right, and then let's go in with the red. Let's do the 1.5. And then this time we're going to put the tails where the loops are. We're just going to do the opposite. So we're going to do a 6-inch tail, and we'll do a 5.5-inch loop. And then another 6-inch tail. And then this time the loops are going to go where the tails go. And now we're going to go in with this heart ribbon. Do another 6-inch tail. And you can always cut the tails down later. I like to leave them until it's on the wreath. So I can see how long they are, if they need to be shortened. And then this time I'm going to do 5 inches. I'm just bringing in a 1/2 inch every time. We're only doing 1 loop on each side and a tail on each side. And then I think we'll finish off with the pink. I think I want the lighter color on the top. All right, so another 6-inch tail. And then I'm going to do a 4.5-inch loop. is at 6 inches. And you're just going to keep everything opposite of each other. Like, if you have, like here we have a tail, a loop, a tail, a loop. Everything's going to be opposite each other. Maybe we'll put a little, a red and white if I have it. Let me see. No, I guess not. I thought I had a 7/8 with white and red on it, but I don't. Unless you used it all. So, let's grab some zip ties. These are a little long. Okay, 2 zip ties, because we're going to make 2 bows. And 2 more pipe cleaners. You're just going to take your pipe cleaner and it's going to go underneath all the ribbon. Push that down. And tighten up your pipe cleaner. I don't tighten mine up all the way, and then I lift it up and kind of slide this into place. It's going to go in that little divot right there. Put your pipe cleaner in. Kind of move everything where you want it to go. And then I tighten it up and cut it off. Cut off the excess of the zip tie. So there we have 1 bow. We're going to do the same exact thing. Back to the little lips ribbon here with the hearts on it. This is so cute. And again, it's going to be a 6-inch tail. I'm doing the same exact thing. You just put it down in and twist. 2 6-inch loops. Put it down in and twist. Tail. Ow. Let's go in with the red. And this time the tail is going to come down this way. 6 inches. 5.5. Inch tail again. Put it down and twist. And then this time we're going to do a 5-inch loop. Tail. And last, our pink again. one is going to be 4.5. So it'll look exactly like the other bow. Zip tie. I'm gonna fix my loops and stuff before I tighten it up. And you're gonna lift it up, and your zip tie is gonna go right in that crease again. Slide your pipe cleaner in, tighten it up. So now we have our 2 bows. Let's get those on. Get rid of my little scraps here. And I'm just kind of moving things how I want them. And I'm thinking that I want the bows right here, maybe where this tie is. So I'm going to twist this quite a few times more and then cut it off. Because we're not going to use that tie. That's where I was talking about where we wouldn't need ribbon tail for that, because that's where the bow is going to go. So I'm just going to take the bow and it's going to go right around that piece of mesh. And you don't want to pull too tight because you don't want it to sink down into your wreath. It has to stand up nice and pretty. So this one I think is a little long. I'm going to cut that. That's what I mean by I like to wait and see where the tails fall when I put it on. Like, this is a little bit long. Well, you could actually, you could move it around. We could do this so the tail is not in the way of the sign. I think I'll leave it for now. And then again, with the top, I want this like right here in the corner. So I'm just going to tie off this tie right here. Twist it quite a few times and then just cut it off. And you're going to tuck this pipe cleaner down. Put this one right here opposite the other one. And just kind of twist it where you want it. And we're going to move our bows around a little bit. Move the tails and everything. Fluff up those loops. Whoops. that's it. And then we're just going to put our ribbon tails on. So this is what it's looking like so far. And then we're just going to go around the whole entire thing and put our ribbon tails in. And I'm just going to lay this one down right on top of the 2.5 inch. And where that center is, you're just going to walk your fingers up. And then I kind of just bend it under like that. And you're going to lay it right down in the pipe cleaner. Give it some good twists. And then I'm going to cut this right there. I'm not sure if I want to put little tiny balls on the end of these, so I'm going to leave that for now. I'm just doing the same thing all the way around. I'm going to leave an inch on there. Because I have these little heart styrofoam things that I think I'm going to put on there. And you can definitely, to save, you know, not use as much ribbon, you can cut the tails at 12 inches. It's still going to be just as pretty. I'm going to finish putting the ribbon tails in, and I'll be right back so you don't have to watch me do this. Okay, so I've got all the ribbon tails on, and what I'm going to do now is take these little, they're vase filler balls, and I'm going to put them on the end of these little pipe cleaners here. I'm going to plug in my low temp glue gun because I don't want to burn myself. But for now, I've got these little heart filler, vase filler things that I'm just going to put in the center of the bows. Right there. And these came from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on there. And hold that in place for a minute or two. Not a minute or two, but you know what I mean. And then we're going to take some of these and I'm going to push them right onto the pipe cleaner. That's why we left it sticking out some. Let me pull out. And that's a nice way to hide the pipe cleaner too. Gotta wait for my glue gun. I think I'll do the red in the where the pink ribbon is, and then the pink where the red ribbon is, so you'll be able to see it better. And this wreath, I think, will measure about, let's see, about 26 inches. So it's still a pretty good size wreath. All right. So I'm just going to take some glue, put a little dot in there, and we're just going to stick it right onto the pipe cleaner. And I'm just going to do that all the way around. I like to make my hole first, and then put some glue on the hole, and then push it down on there. Let's go do this one. Even though it's hidden, I'm still going to do it. We want it to be the same. I'm going to cut this pipe cleaner down a little bit. Finding the pipe cleaners. And we're going to push our little balls down onto the pipe cleaner. It just adds a little extra something, I guess. Kind of hides those pipe cleaners too. And if they're too long, like mine are, you can just cut them down. So I'm sticking the pipe cleaner into the ball first, and then I pull it back out and just put glue in where the hole is, and then push it back on. Want to push it too far because it'll come right through the ball. This one is very long. We're going to cut that down some. You may not see all of them, but that's okay. It's kind of just to help cover the pipe cleaner make it look a little cleaner. And you could cut the pipe cleaners off and tuck them down in there. This just adds a little bit extra, I guess. You could also use the these hearts if you wanted to, and put those on the pipe cleaners. Those would be really cute as well. All right, that's it. So there you see the little balls on each little one, gives it a little extra touch. And we'll just fluff our bow out. So there you go. It makes a nice full wreath for one roll of mesh. So I hope you guys liked the tutorial. If you do, please make sure you like it and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what you think. And if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. All my wreaths are listed in my Etsy shop for anybody who's looking to purchase wreaths. And I'll see you next time.